freedom is such a huge responsibility, and it is a gift, a privilege. And having that in our lives, we're not only responsible for ourselves. I feel like it has to extend to the people around us. Send me, oh Lord. Hello, beautiful shining souls. My name is Jostine, intuitive life guide from the Philippines. Welcome back to my channel. So, for today, it is June 12th, and it's Independence Day in the Philippines. And so I was contemplating about freedom. And I thought I'd share some tips that helped me be in a state of freedom. This morning I received a sad news. So please bear with me, extra bear with me today because I'm still processing something, and I'm not sure. I'm just allowing myself to channel whatever wants to be shared at this time. Okay, here it goes. So I was contemplating about freedom and the responsibility of carrying this freedom. This is something that we don't often think about, or at least from my observation of what is happening in the world right now. Freedom is such a huge responsibility, and it is a gift, a privilege. And having that in our lives, we're not only responsible for ourselves. I feel like it has to extend to the people around us. You're enjoying your freedom not for the sake of taking other people's freedom. We are all inherently free beings, and we have a responsibility to, yes, live our lives our own way, choose whatever feels good and true for us. But we're not the only people on this planet. We also need to see ourselves in other people, because we are all interconnected. Whatever is happening in the world around us, you may not see it, you may not think about it, but it is affecting you in some way. Maybe not at this time, but down the road, or even in another lifetime. Anything else? Feeling called to pull a card. One moment. Alright, I'm back. So since we are talking about freedom, like I felt pulled to pull a card from the Wild Hearts Oracle deck. Wild Hearts Rise Up Oracle deck. This is by Molly Mandelberg. Yeah, so this is the box. Alright, so let's see what message is wanting to be shared to the collective. love it. Ego. OMG. I love it. So, I think it's perfect and like a perfect way to close this Monday musing. We're talking about freedom, and we're talking about how our relationship with freedom is not just about the it's not just about thinking about ourselves, ego, right? Not coming from the space of ego, but really having a true sense of freedom. It's coming from the heart space. It's recognizing that we are all interconnected, that we are all one with all life. And I'm I'm just reflecting about this earlier this morning, and most of the problem that arises in the world right now is because we are coming from our ego. We are coming from a space of seeing how we are different from one another, seeing the other as the other, and feeling that separateness from the other, right? However, the invitation for us is really to remember that we are all one. We are all part of one whole life, and we are all interconnected. Again, seeing ourselves in other people. And so when we are enjoying our freedom, when you really enjoy and honor and value that freedom, it will naturally give birth to us wanting the same freedom for others, and recognizing the other people in our lives as a free being, free to make their choices, free to live their lives the way that they want to live their lives. I share this in our book, Self-Love Elevated, and for me, self-love, true self-love is really, if we continue on our journey to self-love, to loving ourselves wholly, loving ourselves completely, remembering our whole self, and really embracing and loving all parts of ourselves, I truly believe that it will naturally evolve into loving other people as well. We're seeing ourselves in other people because we're recognizing that yes, we are individuals, but we're also part of a collective. And whatever happens to me also happens to others. And so when I'm healing myself, I'm also doing my part in healing the collective. And it also is true that whatever is happening to other people, it's also happening to myself. Because we are all interconnected. And so if others are not enjoying the same freedom that we have, and if we're not recognizing the other people as a free sovereign being, then there's still some peeling away of layers and releasing of labels and judgments and assumptions in our lives. And again, this is in no way to judge anyone. I'm also in this journey. I'm still on this journey. I'm not here to be self-righteous or whatever. This is an invitation for us to check in with ourselves and to really check in with our ego. It's not, I'm not saying that this is not to say that the ego is a bad part of ourselves. There is a gift, right? There is a gift. But we need to check in and see how we can transform our relationship with our ego, and so it is aligned with our soul being, with our divinity, and together we can be better human beings, a more awake, conscious human being. I hope this is making sense. Anything else that wants to be shared? Be free, be free, be free. You are a free, sovereign being, and it's also our ego that is trapping us in this belief that we are not free, sovereign beings. Yes, the external circumstances may limit us in some way, but how it affects you as a sovereign being, it depends on how you're allowing your external circumstances to limit you. And so be free because you are free. Anything else? Remember whose you are. I know we have different faith, different belief. There is a higher being. I call it God. I call it spirit, universe, source, whatever you resonate with. Align yourself with God. I'll just call it God for simplicity's sake. Align yourself with God and allow God's grace to transform you. We're not in this by ourselves, and we are invited to journey with the divine and allow the divine to be expressed through our lives. That's how we transform our relationship with ourselves, with love, with freedom, with peace, with joy, with light, with abundance, and all that. There's so much more. Anything else? That's it. Alright, okay, I feel complete. That's it. I've shared what I needed to share. I shared what I needed to share today. But yeah, please know that these are just surface level. There's so much more to explore. The topic is so deep, and I'm getting excited at the same time, trying to also. I'm just excited for us because, if we just grasp this wisdom within ourselves, I hope that this is activating you in some way and awakening something in you, and allowing yourself to remember the truth that is in your being, that is in your heart. I'm so excited. Okay. That's it for me today. This is Monday Musings with Jostine. If you feel called to share whatever arises in you, or if you have any questions, I'm open to receiving them. If you're feeling called to have a debate or question or whatever, I may not be the person for that, because I'm sharing this not to prove something true or not. You know what I mean? I'm sharing this because this is my truth, and if you resonate with it, great. If not, great. I respect you, I honor you, and I send you my love. and maybe I'm not the person for you, and that's okay. So yeah, if you feel that this has been valuable, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, I would love to have you part of my YouTube community. And if you feel that this is worth sharing, please feel free to share. I'll see you on Teaching Thursday. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light.